Poor households bear the greatest brunt of energy price increase, and instead they opt for traditional forms of energy such as charcoal, kerosene, and fuel burning. Varied sources of clean energy exist in Kenya, such like wind power, solar power, you name it all. But with the hot temperatures in Kenya, solar power is the better option indeed. The creativity with Kenyan entrepreneurs is that they know having a solar home system is more expensive than a common one an inch can handle. So what do? They create companies that offer solar appliances and a pay-as-you-go system that they know the common one an inch can handle. And this is where Solarize app comes to the table.
Consumers are the common mananchi, that is the middle class, since they're the most affected by the varying cost of electric bills and its unreliability. The rural population, making up the larger part of Kenya, that is 66.67%, with only 4.4% having solar home systems. The remaining opt for traditional forms of energy, such as charcoal and kerosene. Our indirect consumers are institutions and companies that require a lot of energy for efficiency in their dealings. The fact that by 2020, the institutions and companies that will have not installed solar systems will be penalized 100,000 Kenya shillings adds more advantage to Solarize app. Moreover, the effects of global warming will be reduced in Kenya if more people opt for solar energy, since it makes use of the excess heat in the atmosphere.
As goals, we bring Solarize to the table, an app that is intended to promote the use of solar energy to our community. Solarize has amazing features. They include Talk to Me, an interactive feature that enables one to answer some questions according to their source of power. We also have Tell Me More, where we go further and indicate the mass on the use of solar energy, its impacts and its advantages. We also have What Can I Do, where we have various instances where one can help promote solar energy in our community. We also have Solarize, where one is able to, companies are featured and they are able to contact them and get hold of these appliances. And lastly, we have News, where real-life instances are put there to showcase the impact of solar energy in our community. Solarize is entitled to no fee. Therefore, everyone anywhere can get hold of Solarize. Furthermore, according to Mobile Apps Daily, 62% of people prefer to use apps which are entitled to no fee. Solarize has no direct competition, but although we have apps that try to create awareness on the use of clean energy, although they don't incline on the side of solar power as their main objective, unlike us.
Following our limited budget, we intend to conduct our app's promotion through word of mouth, email marketing, and through our social media platforms. That is our Facebook page at Solarize app and our YouTube channel at Solarize app. We decided to measure on these three because they are the most economical and direct ways to reach to our target consumers. In the future, we intend to feature beneficiaries of the app in our app and also on our social media platforms. We will also feature customer reviews on Google Play Store. This is because according to Mobile App Daily, 72% of consumers trust customer reviews as much as personal recommendations from real people, and 90% of these consumers say that positive consumer reviews influence their buying decisions. For outdoor promotions of the app, we'll have branded capes, branded t-shirts, brochures, posters, and we'll also have branded calendars which will have solar-related quotes and facts on each month's page.
After the completion of the app, in each month, we intend to visit different locations in our county. Initially, we'll start with Luanda, which is our current location. Based on our market size and our sales strategies, our expected customers is 60% of the total population in Luanda. Our potential revenue will be a commission from the companies that we've partnered with and also through the advertisements in our app. Solarize app will allocate its revenue towards improving our services. We plan to introduce more interesting and advanced features such as notifications by use of podcasts, more companies to choose from, and live updates. Picture this. In our school, Bunyore Girls, we are connected to our energy mix. That is, we use both the electricity and the diesel-powered generators. In a day, our school consumes 20 liters of diesel, whereby 1 liter of diesel costs $0.8. In a month, the school spends $480 just on the diesel. When you add up plus the electricity bills, whereby the school spends $250, the total adds up to $730 just on the power. What if, instead of the diesel power generators, the school uses solar? This means that the school expenditure will be reduced. After scoring high in our county, we plan to introduce the app to various counties in Kenya, for we believe that solar energy is the key for a better tomorrow in our country. Thank you.